Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Drums and Drams. My name's Cameron, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the 2023 edition of Michter's Toasted Barrel Strength Rye Whiskey. And yes, I did try my best to match my shirt to the color of the bottle. Some people in other videos have asked that before, and yeah, you caught me. Sometimes I try to do that. This is my just got back from Florida shirt, fresh from Kohl's. So anyways, we're going to get into this review now. I have to quickly say thank you to Jesse E. for sending this sample my way. Actually, I think he may have poured this for me when we were hanging out together. Either way, this is a sample, again, of the 2023 Michter's Toasted Barrel Strength Rye. His particular barrel, because these are all single barrels, is coming in at 109.6 proof. And I did pull out my bottle of the 2017 edition because the 2017 Michter's Toasted Barrel Strength Ryes, to me, are some of my favorite whiskeys that I've ever had. I would say, like, you know, in the top 20 or 25 out of a pool of, you know, 1,000, 2,000, you know, a large number of whiskeys. This would make probably my top, yeah, let's say 25 in this case. It was an epic year for this bottle, but I did have a bad experience with the 2021. And if you saw recently my Michter's Barrel Strength Rye Whiskey video that I did, I talk about that there too. Like the 2021 Barrel Strength Rye and Toasted Barrel Strength Ryes I got were both like pretty abysmally bad. I don't know what it was, but they both tasted like you were licking charcoal, just super rubbery and weird, even though the Barrel Strength Rye wasn't finished in a second barrel. So I don't know what to make of that. But the 2023 Barrel Strength Rye, rather the 2024, blew me away. I mean, really, really great rye whiskey. I thought it was good stuff. Couple little things here and there, but by and large, a fantastic release. And now this 2023, kind of rewinding a little bit, I know I'm a bit late on this review of the Toasted Barrel Strength Rye. This got rave reviews, so I have to check this out. Again, thanks to Jesse for the sample. I want to see what all this hype is about, and I will do a quick comparison to the 2017, which is just insane stuff. So here we go on the nose. Let me know in the comments if you tried this stuff. Here we go. Let's check this out. Oh, God. Okay. So... oh shit. This does not in any way resemble the 2021 that I had. This smells incredible. This smells so good. Ooh. So everybody talks about on toasted products marshmallow notes, and for me, marshmallow is not a note that I get on a lot of toasted products. I tend to get a lot of young oak, just too spicy, too young feeling on that secondary barreling. This legitimately smells like marshmallows. Marshmallows, graham crackers. It smells like a s'more. You do get a teeny bit of this spearmint menthol characteristic, which is the same kind of thing that I got on the Barrel Strength Rye. So there is that consistency between them. Wow. And overall, just this kind of like really decadent caramel sauce, like the middle of a Carmelo candy bar, very stringy and thick caramel, as well as, I mean, this is going to sound stupid, but a great toasted oak note. All right, and how else do you describe it than to say toasted oak? The nose on this whiskey is so sweet and so inviting with the perfect amount of spice. I don't know if it's just this barrel of the 2023. I would imagine that's not the case because I've heard so many positive things about this whiskey. But I just don't. I'm kind of at a loss for words. So sorry if this is getting a little stupid. I'm just going to go ahead and taste this stuff. Here we go. Cheers. Oh my God. This is ridiculous whiskey. Like front to back, there's this beautiful toasted cornbread thing on the palate that reminds me of the Barrel Strength Rye just a little bit, where the Barrel Strength Rye, I talked about having this granular honey sweet character. This has it, but with the toasted element, it actually turns it into this toasted cornbread kind of note, which is so fantastic. The palate, as with the nose, perfect blend of sweet and spice front to back. If you're not a rye person, that doesn't matter. Like, this is a special bottle for you, even if you're not a rye person. If you're only a bourbon drinker, I can't see how you're not going to love this whiskey because it has a little bit of everything. The balance is on point. I'm going to do one more sip here. Wow. Wow. I'm getting like these really dark cherry notes now coming out of the glass. Like, this is just ridiculous. I can't form good sentences in this review. I've only shot one review before this. You know, like it's still early in the review shooting process right now, and I'm already at a loss for words because this is so good. This is A+ for me. Like, one of the best things. If I would have tasted this in 2023, this is probably top 5 whiskeys of 2023. So now let's pull out the 2017 here, which for me is, again, so good. One of my favorites of all time. Let's see how this compares. I'm just gonna do a quick side-by-side nosing. So here we go, 2017. Okay, yeah, and the 2023. Right, so the 2023 is a little bit spicier, a little woodier, with more of those cherry notes like I talked about there. The 2017 has this note that when I've tasted this blind, I've actually mistaken this for an Armagnac finish. I've even said Chateau de la Baude in one case, which is a little shameful because when you do those side by side, they're not that closely related, but it's just because I was getting so much of this brandy note, this Armagnac dark fruit type, you know, I don't know, like dry but fresh dark fruits that you get from Armagnac finishes. I get that on the 2017. It just feels so brandied and dark fruit and it's just rich. It's great. So I don't think it quite lives up to the 2017 on the nose, but it's about as close as I think you could hope to get. I don't know what they were doing in 2017, whether it was the distillate, the source, you know, whether it was their own distillate or somebody else's, or what they did with the barrels, if it changed over time. I'm not sure what the drift is from 17 to 23. And I would say the same thing for pretty much every other Michter's product at this point. There's just kind of this nebulous thing. And I don't know what to attribute it to as we go through the years and taste the differences along the way. But the 2017, for me, yeah, it has that marshmallow thing, but it actually has a little bit more of just like a straight up highly aged bourbon, in this case rye, but it really reminds me of like a highly aged bourbon vanilla cream note. And I talk about that on Evan Williams 23, on King of Kentucky, on like the big heavy hitters. The 17s have that, whereas the 23s to me do feel a little bit, a little younger, a little woodier, a little more marshmallow. But like, look, if you've never had the 17 and you don't know what you're missing, this 23 is probably going to blow you away. Even having had the 17, in this case for me, the 23 still blows me away. So all in all, I mean, I just don't even know. I got to do a sip of the 17 now. Let's compare them on the palate very quickly. Oh, man. Less spice in the 17. Very rich and round. And, you know, some people would actually prefer probably a little bit more spice than the 17 is giving me. Personally, for me, I like the roundness and the richness, the dark brandied elements and Armagnac elements of this profile with that vanilla cream. But back to the 23 for one final sip now. Look, I mean, this is probably the best toasted rye that's being released right now. I know it was last year. I don't know if they're going to do it again this year. The secondary price on the 2023 is fairly low. It's like $200 to $230 or something like that. And that's way under the $450 to $550 that you're going to pay for a 2017. I think this toasted rye is special enough for me to pull the trigger on the secondary market at that price point. I would go $225 for this because it is whiskey that's that special. So I know folks don't like to talk about secondary. Some folks appreciate when I talk about secondary. I'm going to just continue to do it because that's how I have to acquire a lot of my whiskey, for better or worse. And this is a sample, and I'm going to now be buying a bottle of the 2023 at full secondary cost because it is ridiculous. It's just so damn good. And that's going to do it. That's the review. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Patreon for barrel picks, exclusive content, all that kind of good stuff. Let me know in the comments if you tried this 2023. Are you as blown away as I am? Because I can't believe how good this stuff is. So cheers, and I'll see you next time here on Drums and Drams.